We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, McLeod looking here for Smith downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, is he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, McLeod. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The 45-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Marquise Goodwin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown.
Makes
The
this
point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
In at quarterback.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Ball carrier.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 44. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He gets it to Brown, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
Down Titans.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Complete.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
11 on the play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the air again, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jets 10, Titans nothing.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, McLeod. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. field goal unit, and Joey Sly now.
A 30-yard attempt.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Man open, it's Goodwin. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown.
Tannehill's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This one caught by Davis. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down.
On first down, McLeod. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. To throw again, McLeod. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Third down. And 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, McLeod. The Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. They'll roll him out right. He's got this one completed to Mims. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, McLeod going deep here for Watkins. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Davis there on the cover.
So line of scrimmage still with 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McLeod. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the 1st half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Taken down at the...
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 21 yards.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 17-yard.
To throw on 2nd down. McLeod. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Number 14.
Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a draw play for Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Darnold completes it, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go, defense.
Play action. It's Darnold. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Watson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 25. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Gurley again here on first down. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, McLeod. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Ashton Davis there on the coverage.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake. McLeod. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It's complete to Brown, right side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
And it's 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 4th down, McLeod. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And 9 at their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
He's across midfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And it's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Back 55, back 55. Night, night, sweetheart.
Another carry now for Gurley. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Gurley.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here's Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We got 4. We got 4. Watch 8-9. Watch 8-9. He's yours.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McLeod escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.